y'all? It's Alix, Good Energy Worldwide. And, this topic right here is one of the biggest topics in trucking right now, right? Drivers. And, one thing about me, if you know anything about me, I'm big on relationships. I'm big on driver retention. Like, I really don't have a high driver turnover rate. And one of the reasons why is because my communication with my driver is super on point. But also, it starts with the interview process and just knowing how to conduct a proper interview. But also recognizing when you actually do have a good driver and making sure that you maintain and keep him on your team for a long time, man. So one of the things that I look for, right, like we're gonna talk about how do you know if you have a good driver, right? One of the things that you're gonna wanna look for is drivers that take initiative, right? Drivers that actually care about your truck and, they're paying attention to small problems, right? Because what happens is those small problems, y'all, always turn into big problems. So I just love when a driver is doing this pre-trip and he catches maybe a hose that might be loose or something on the engine, right? And he communicates that in, some of the times they'll have tools in there and they'll just go ahead and just, tighten it up for me and let me know, hey boss, I saw a loose hose on there and I took care of that for you, right? Because again, those small problems will become big problems. So drivers that take initiative, that are proactive on keeping the company's interests first. The second thing that I look for, y'all, is y'all know one of our biggest expenses in trucking is fuel, right? Like that's a given, like it's insurance, your truck note, but then the next biggest one is fuel. So I just love when I find a driver that's like actively searching for like less expensive fuel, right? Especially right now, man, the fuel prices are at an all-time high. So I had a driver last week call me like, yo boss, I just drove through South Carolina and the QT in Anderson, they had the fuel for this price. You want me to go ahead and fill up here? And I just really appreciated that. Like, so it's things like that, that thoughtfulness, that let me try to save my company some money. When I see a driver that takes that initiative, I'm gonna definitely make sure I keep them happy, y'all. Another way to know that you got a good driver is, drivers that ain't afraid to get their hands dirty, right? So many times I've seen drivers, they just so quick to run to the truck stop for every little thing. Like I've had drivers like, hey, I gotta go to the truck stop, I gotta change a fuse or a light bulb. Like, come on, bro. Like, so the drivers that like take the initiative to, actually utilize the toolboxes inside the truck. Like I had a driver, if it's a filter that need to be changed, you know what I'm saying? If we need to, change out a quick little, belt that's not too difficult to get to. Like I got drivers that take that initiative and save me some money, man. So the drivers that are not afraid to get their hands dirty, got a little bit of mechanical experiences, those are good drivers that you want to definitely maintain and keep, y'all. Another way to know that you got a good driver is drivers that are team players, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you got like multiple trucks, you got multiple drivers. What I like to do is I like to throw them all in the group chat, right? They all can communicate. One person might be strong in one area and he can help out another driver, right? Like I got one driver, he is an absolute beast with his E-logs. Like he never messed up his E-logs, he passes every inspection. And then I have another driver, he's not as strong. He's still kind of, not really good with the apps and all that good stuff. So they always help each other out. And I just love that, man. So, just having team players on your team that can help each other out. We call it iron sharpens iron, right? Shout out to Eric Thomas, my mentor. Iron sharpening iron, because one person represents the whole team. If one driver's out there tearing up trucks or, making us look bad, it makes us as a whole look bad. So team players, y'all. And one last thing, y'all, and this might be the most important, I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Like knowing if you got a good driver is if they super respectful, right? Like respect is like super, super important to me. I don't care if you got a hazmat, you've been driving for 20 years, you got your tankers. If the respect is not there, I can't work with you, man. You understand? I'm trying to tell you, like, good energy, this really a lifestyle. It's really something that I transferred over to my business because, yeah, they say separate business from personal, but I gotta like and I gotta respect the person that's working with me. And not even on some employee boss type respect, but just like, yo, like, we both have a role to play. I got to roll. I got to make sure that the trucks is running safe. I got to make sure your loads is there. I got to make sure your paycheck is there. But I need you to also, represent the company. Like even when you go into the shippers or when the driver's going to the receivers, if they go in there with an attitude, guess what that look bad on? You as a company. I've had drivers that had bad attitudes that weren't respectful, that have messed up contracts for me. Like where the receiver was like, hey, look, like don't send that driver here no more. Like that company right there, I don't know what they on, but I can't rock with them. Like, don't send that company back to this receiver. And I've lost lanes because of that respect thing. So just make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay if they qualify, if they got all the experience in the world, but make sure that energy is right, y'all. All right, it's your boy Alix, Good Energy. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the like button, and leave your comments below, man. Let's get it. So you want to be in the trucking industry. My name is Alix and I've been a fleet owner since 2012. And right now the trucking industry is exploding, right? But there's a huge difference between being a truck driver and actually being a fleet owner who has systems set up to make money without you physically having to be there. In 2018, I created a course to show you the exact blueprint on how you can enter this $800 billion a year industry. But not only just how to enter it, but showing you how to dominate and master it. So if you want to learn how people are averaging anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a month per truck, I invite you to click that link and watch this free demonstration of the complete trucking portal. And I can't wait to show y'all how. I'll see you on the other side.